stayed in La Pasera. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Last night, so tired by the time we got here last night. I just think doing the Picos Mountains, we'd been on them since 10 o'clock in the morning, and it was like not 10 o'clock, it was about 6:30, and we didn't know where we were going to stay. We'd only had a sort of half a bacon roll, which wasn't great in the morning. I was just so hungry, and you just wasn't really functioning. We found this place, literally €42 a night, really lovely. We've got actually been 3 beds in our room, like just obviously basic, but it's got a bath, just really clean, lovely. We're just about to go to breakfast, but the weather is changing around here. By lunchtime, I think we're in from rain and stormy, so we are heading south. But yeah, no, good night's sleep. Feel a bit better this morning. Waterproof time.
That is the windiest I've ever seen, I've ever felt.
Is it with you?
Don't help, we've got a sail on the back. How bad was that?
Literally, you just think, oh, trying to capture some of this footage, and you just think, no, Lisa, you need to stay alive, you need to hold on. I literally just thought it was going to take us out. It was just, we were just so high up in the mountains. It didn't say this today. The weather said sunny and a light bit of rain, and then we just thought, right, well, let's get to the real. Literally, that was just so scary. Yeah, I need my coat, cold, and I just like a hotel to be here right now, really.
This is like the day of getting nowhere. It's took us so long to get here, and we're not, wherever here is, it's not very far away from where we were when we were there. So we had about 600 miles if we want to get to El Rocia. It's not looking doable because we've only done about 100 all day, and we've been going for hours. terrible winds, terrible rain. I've never felt wind like that. It was so high. We decided just to get, I know we said we're not going to do motorways, we're doing motorways. We just got to get out of this weather. There's bad weather in the north for a few days. We're just trying to get out and head south. But proving quite hard to do. We just keep pushing though. That's why we do it. As motorcycles in bad weather make a man out of you. Even Lisa. She's just growing a beard. I had awoken during the night around 4 AM. It's kind of standard for a writer or musician. It's the creative hour, least for me anyhow. But I didn't pick up my guitar. I picked up a map of Spain that I brought along for the trip. I often play a game where I find towns that sing to me, towns that have names that cry out. If I like the name of a town, I Google it, then look at the images. If the images grab me, I read up some. One of the first towns that sang to me was El Rocio. I like the word El, so El Rocio just popped up from the page. I checked the images and what I saw blew my mind. So much so, I thought I was dreaming. It looked like the Old West, but not like Taberna's Old West. This was no spaghetti western. This was more like old Mexico. Every photo had horses in it. The people's style was like something from another age. The buildings like a Mexican western film set. But they were real and they were old. There were stray dogs and cowboy hats, guitars and singing. I read up a town that had no paved roads. All roads were sand. The horses have priority over cars. They worship music and guitars. They keep horses in their houses. They party till 5 or 6 a.m. I stopped reading. I drew a black biro circle around and around the town. We would skip Tarifa. I love Tarifa, but you can keep your kiteboarding, surf at Bohemian Sunset Beach. I'm going to the town of Desperados. There is no debate. I'm not even going to ask Lisa. We are going. In the morning, I blurted it out to her as soon as she opened her eyes. As I went to get up the images on Google, I suddenly had a thought. Listen to yourself. This place is too good to be true. Maybe I dreamt it. You idiot. You want it to be true. I was almost too scared to press the button on the phone. But up came the images. Lisa took one look and was like, this is crazy, let's go now. It was 600 miles away. The weather in the north was falling to pieces. It was just a matter of if we could get out dry and would the storms chase us like wild dogs to the south.
$317. It's when you're hoping you don't bump into anyone. Because look at the state of us. Look at them.
You've got enough stuff?
It's just a little bit posher than we thought. It's only about €57. Look at this. Is it my forte working things out like that? Oh, put it in there, sweetie, sweetie. Oh, look how nice is this?
Yeah, she left your stuff outside.
I don't leave out my stuff. Oh, got a settee. Oh my god, how nice is that? Look at that mirror. State of me. You.
I'm putting in 2 beds together, you're having the sofa.
It's a giant toiletry bag that is really annoying Mark. Do you have a nice ride, Mark?
Is there no double beds left?
Is it why you love to ride? To look like that at the end of the day?
This is why I ride. I love this shit.
Oh, have we got a bathroom? Oh, jeez. Oh my god. Your dad would love this. Oh, look at that.
That's got my dad all over it.
Oh, isn't it lovely?
It's a bit Essex.
It's gorgeous.
It's nice. It's alright, isn't it?
Look, it's actually got doors so you can actually keep the smell away.
When did we turn into $1 million bogan? This is... Look, the state of it. What happened to camping, Lisa?
It's only €57 though. Why bother camping?
Was there no double beds left? Or have we fallen out?
all of the ones that were left, they just said twin bed.
Oh.
I'm just saying, you're burnt out, you're ratty.
I just think we need to eat some nice,
we
need to eat nice food.
Yeah.
Today.
I can't keep up with you. You know, like you just think, I need to breathe. Wow.
Nice, where are we?
Salamanca.
It's alright, isn't it? It's nice, it's pretty. Nice. Oh my god, Lex.
It's like going into Venice or something. Oh, what is this? I didn't expect this.
Oh my god.
How exciting! Wow!
It's breathtaking.
That's breathtaking. What is that here, Mark? Look. Look at that. Look.
Are we going this way?
How great is this? I've never even heard of this place. How bad's that?
We'll come back here after for a drink.
That is just fantastic. Today we were heading to a place called El Rocia or El Roquia. Mark found this little place in between the Spanish and Portuguese border, and it looked such an unusual place. It was they said it was like a little western town where horses have the priority. So this was the wake-up call that he said to me. I woke up at 7, Mark had been awake since 4, and he told me about this idea. We knew it was kind of too far probably to get to in one day, but we didn't kind of know, we were just going to go for it. So that was the plan of action. Leave as soon as we could and see how far we could get. We were going to do a little bit of northern Spain, but basically everywhere that we Googled and looked at is now just rainy or has got thunderstorms. We went as far over as San Sebastian and all different places we wanted to see. We thought there's no point. And then Mark said, it's so far down until you've to find anywhere with any sun. So we thought maybe let's just change our plans and let's just go south and then come back the other way. So that was the plan of action.
It was awful. We left and it was okay. I looked at the weather this morning and it said it weren't supposed to rain in that area until about 3 in the afternoon. We only got about 10 miles in and it started light rain, and then we just got on the motorway because we thought it was 8 hours 45 minutes on the motorway non-stop. Going on the B roads, it was going to be 13 hours. So we got on the motorway. Motorway went straight up into the top of the mountains. The heavens opened, and then we had these terrible side winds. It was just gale force wind. I've ridden in high winds, but not like these. They were just blowing us. It was like someone was on each of my shoulders and just trying to pull me off the bike. And I've built a sail on the back of the bike. I thought it'd be good to turn it into a Viking ship. So I put these 2 big bags on the back. I had a blanket roll on the front, and it was just madness. It just felt like I was doing a few rounds with Rocky Balboa. I was getting blown all over the place. It was a struggle. My arms just physically feel battered. It was a lot of mental strain. It was a lot of physical strain. We did eventually get off the motorways, and then the B roads were exactly the same. They were just dead straight for like 100 miles, going through odd little towns. There was just nothing. It's the world of nothing out there. There's nothing around, and the wind just howls across and just blows you all around the road. I mean, I was over the white line at some point, so it was just pushing me over the white line. Anyway, it's good fun. That's why we ride motorcycles, isn't it? It's either going to kill you or make a man out of you. If I'd been on my own, I'd have got there, because I'd have left at 3:30 in the morning. The minute I had an idea, I'd strike on it. But I lost 7 hours waiting for Lisa to get up, which is fair enough. We all need a lie in sometimes. You're not allowed to talk. You're not allowed to talk. No, in all honesty, I kind of thought it was sort of doable if I was really punishing myself, and I was sort of up for it, but it's too much to ask. And yeah, I thought we might get 3/4 of the way.
Mark said no more motorways. I knew there was no chance of that, because sometimes when you do constant little towns and mountain roads, although they're beautiful, after a while you just don't actually get anywhere. So sometimes I just think it's a necessity. You do have to nip on the motorways to get anywhere. Mark said absolutely no motorways. And then yesterday we did the Picos Mountains, which was endless mountain roads and hairpins. And by the time he'd finished that day with that heavy bike, he was just like, do you know what, I think it'd be quite refreshing to go on a motorway, just a straight road, I won't have to think about anything. He was wrong.
We stopped in Salamanca just because we had enough. I did want to come here. I've read a lot about, not a lot about it, I've heard the name many times in history books. It's stooped in history. I mean, it's been kicking around for hundreds of years before Christ. before he was knocking about. Read a lot about it. Knights of the Templar come here, I think. They kicked a bit of ass. Hannibal took it, the Moors took it, Christians took it back, I think the French took it. The buildings are beautiful here, and I'd seen some pictures. I was interested to come, but when we left this morning, it just didn't look very far south to me, so I was like, we're gonna have to pass it. But by the time we got here, we were shattered, so here we are.
So far, I mean, honestly, this hotel is £58. If you was in the UK, you would pay, I would say, in excess of over £200. It's so posh. As we pulled up outside, I thought, this can't be our hotel. There was a guy, you know, a valet guy, parking everyone's cars. There's chandeliers when you come in. It's absolutely beautiful. Very old school, but very elegant. And just for £58, it's just ridiculous. Sometimes we paid €40 for camping. There was underground car park for the bike. And so far, so the hotel was just like a 10 out of 10. And then we've literally just been out for dinner, and the restaurant that I looked up was in the old town. So we went for a 10-minute walk, and we just found the most amazing square. I need to look up the history about it, because it was just one of the most gorgeous squares I've ever seen. It was all lit up and just beautiful, shops everywhere. Looked like a lot of history here. I know Mark did tell me little bits earlier, sort of kind of going over my head, but I definitely need to find out a little bit more about it. And we've actually booked another night here because it's so nice.
I've been asking myself that all day. We were all camping in the south, but do you know what? I don't often have regrets, but I'm regretting bringing the camping gear, and I love camping, but I'm regretting bringing it because I'm lugging it all around and I haven't camped yet. And I thought the hotels would be really dear. I'm hoping when we get in the south, the hotels are really expensive, because then I'll lose that regret. But at the moment, campsite's 20 quid, and you can get a hotel for like 36, 40. It just don't seem worth putting up a tent, taking it down, or all the effort. And now I'm regretting lugging all this gear, because I've brought too much gear. I've never said that before, but I feel like I've brought too much gear. But if we get to the south and we camp, I mean, the thing I really want to do is like wild camp in the desert. And if I haven't got it and we see that perfect spot, but yeah, I mean, whatever happens, we're going to camp for a good week or so at some point. If we don't, the tent's never going to come abroad again. It's going to stay in the UK. Right, the weather tomorrow is rain, lightning and rain. It's 70% chance of rain and lightning pretty much all day. I ain't riding in it. We've just ridden and ridden. You know, we done a 6-hour stint to Plymouth. We just battled around the Picos for like 8-9 hours yesterday. We've done a good 10 hours today on the bike. I'm not doing a day in the rain, and the winds were so dangerous. The winds are stronger tomorrow. So we're gonna just stay here, and we're gonna just walk around this Salamanca, explore the place, because we don't slow up enough. The next day, we're gonna get up early, stupidly early. We'll sack off breakfast. We'll just do like 3 strong coffees, Lost Highway coffees, and then we're just gonna load up the bike and get out of it by 7 AM before the sun's up. And we're gonna do 8-hour ride on B roads to El Rocia in the sun. That's the plan.